Peace. I want to mention a mechanics of stupidity in a American sense, okay? Because some people wake up and they're like, "Oh my God, how stupid are fucking people?" And the truth of the matter is, and they're not 100% stupid, but yes, they do stupid Neanderthalic shit, okay? Compulsion, etc., deadly sin, unconsciousness, or whatever it is, right? It happens always. It will never stop. Okay. But yes, the person has some intellect. People speak a certain way. People know some things. People are professionals and they're leaders in certain fields. Okay. So people are not 100% dumb. What it is that society don't give them the proper education or the proper uh, sight to work with their inner abilities. See what I mean? It's all one way. This is right or wrong, right? And so that indoctrination system runs so profusely on people. They don't tell them about logic or awareness, just grades or the music business or the street bullshit. Okay? Now, for someone spiritual like us, someone spiritual like me, who is from Puerto Rico, let's say, right? Kind of like a third world country over there. There's a lot of street niggas, there's a lot of street people, street folks out there, right? And you gotta be careful when you're conscious and you know too much, right? Because it's a little alarming when people are this dumb, people are this trained, okay, to act a certain way in life because of their surroundings, and they don't question that box. They stay in that box, and if they have a problem questioning it, they chase their tail constantly, and they rely on the information given to them by the box itself, by the tribe, by the society, whatever it is. The issue is that I bet you a lot of people would die on Earth without knowing what a chakra is, what a kundalini is, what a third eye is, where the heart is, where their kidneys is, where any of these important things are, And to be honest with you, it's not their fault. People have been hijacked. And could we consider that demonic? Could we consider that entity possession? You could probably say that. You could probably say infected with fragmented and matrix ideas, okay? They're really fragmented. They're very broken ideas that breaks the person. I mean, think about it with the health system, how they tell them that they're depressed, that they're such and such, and they live like that, constantly biting their own tail. They're not figuring out the solution and the root cause. I was kind of like this in some way, where life was kind of treacherous and it was suffering, backstab, fuck you, this and that, piece of shit. It was a fight of a lifetime. I felt that the world was against me until I started looking at spirituality and I knew about Buddha and I heard enlightenment. I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? And what the fuck is a root cause of suffering? I ain't never met a Buddhist monk. I ain't never, etc. I've spoken to monks before, and nuns and whatever, but never face to face. I've been a solo individual in this field for the longest. I've never spoken to many people physically about some of these gray areas and these dark areas in life, Because it's quite so concerning, I'm telling you. A lot of spiritualists either end up dead or they go in the psych ward. And it's not their fault in a lot of cases. They get viciously attacked by the system. And because they feel like they don't have the proper tools, the proper quote unquote spiritual warfare techniques, then they feel lost. And if you try to look it up on the internet, how to do spiritual warfare, how to do such and such, you feel like there's nothing that could help you out. And if there is, it's probably a book in the CIA or whatever it is, right? Mind control, etc. Now, with that being said, life is controlled, but you have the ability to influence it. You have the ability, regardless of the state of consciousness these people are, to make them in your side. Okay? You could get these people favored. They'll be favored by you. They love you. They would appreciate for you to talk to them. They will love to connect with you. It don't matter what it is, but you do that work and you work that mechanism yourself. Start meeting people. Start connecting with people. Don't be in the box all day, man. I don't care what you did in the past. I don't care how bad your reputation was. But you go out there and make these people who are controlled favor you. Because if you don't make alliances with these people, then your contradiction of the world that is fucking true is counterintuitive, okay? It don't take much to explain how true that is intuitively, okay? We feel it. But once you're stuck in that shit and you start dictating and exposing their ways, insulting their low conscious living, cut out, storage full. But if you start messing with people in that sense, okay? You start telling them their truth, that they pretend it's not true, that they live fairy tale, that they're being lied to, that itself will cost you, buddy. I fell victim to this shit with my own family, okay? I tell my family what it is. They didn't like it at first, but now they'll call you up and they'll question like some of these conspiracy theories they hear. I mean, more than ever. So little by little they wake up, but you shouldn't really approach it that way. You really gotta relax, be kind. As corny as that sounds, being kind. People think it's like, a lot of people, the dark side is so easy. Dark impulses. I mean, some of those impulses, right, I understand, like dissolving the ego, dissolving the construct of the shadow, right? It is not an easy journey. It is so struggling, even for me sometimes, okay? Like one of my biggest battles that I'll be real with y'all is lust. I love it. I love the idea of sex and everything. Spiritually, tantrically, everything, okay? And I'm still a beginner in this spiritual journey, okay? I'm still a Padawan, a neophyte, okay? A little grade, okay? I'm not no master. But I can tell you that we all go through battles, that we all go through some form of internal struggle one way or another, even with people, even with family. But I say that, man, that regardless of what you're going through, regardless of how many dark nights of the souls you go through, even if you die at this moment, right? Your work echoes, and your work to excel spiritually, to excel beyond this stupidity, is going to be heard by many other people around you. People support you, people are guiding you, and people are watching you, okay? And some of them will come in your head probably. I don't know. But I could tell you it as straightforward as that can be, okay? Straightforward as that. Life is not as treacherous as one may expect it over the long run, okay? It might take 5, 10 years. It might take 20 years for some things to settle, right? Everybody's situation is different. Everybody has a different demon, a different struggle, battle. But at the end of the day, at the end of your hard work, in your trials and tribulations, you will be able to get by, excel in whatever area you're going through, okay? You could be suppressed so many times till you just realize that it's kind of like second-hand nature after a while of long periods of depression, of betrayal, or dang, you can't do it like this no more, or this, that, right? But I guarantee you, buddy, that this life will change. This life will, and people will recognize this truth, okay? People will resonate one day with this truth more than ever. As technology progresses, as AI progresses, so will spirituality, inventions, and everything else involved with it too. Okay, so stop thinking of Palantir. Stop thinking of this jackass that is watching you through a crystal ball that's surveilling you. I don't care. Hey, you do pranayama? Well, guess what, buddy? You meditate and all that. You're breathing in, breathing out. Your Wi-Fi picks up your heart rate and your pulse and everything. Okay, so it's no secret that you're spiritual. And at the same time, all this Wi-Fi, Bluetooth things is unseen force, just like the subatomic structure of bio life forms that are around us in my hands, all the microbes and everything like that, right? You can't see it. Electromagnetism, the UV ray and all that type of ultraviolet ray spectrum, right? All that, also all that shit with colors and everything, okay? Some of it is visible and some of it is, you can pick it up. But could it be possible to pick it up is a question. What are the ways that somebody can manipulate this if it's already being manipulated, okay? So think of that. Stop fearing that you don't have the power, all right? It's either the heart mind or the egoic mind. That's that. That is that. And you gotta recognize that the heart and the ego is the yin yang, you know? One side of the heart, you know, you develop a little egoic side in you, you know? Vice versa. Your ego becomes the heart. Right? I mean, this is what it is. So you really gotta equilibrate yourself, understand everything about yourself, and keep asking you, like, are you acting a certain way? Are you psychologically following a deadly sin in some way, and etc. so forth, right? But that's what I say. But other than that, I'll leave it like that. Okay? Keep growing spiritually, keep ascending, and don't worry about anything else. You are you're being taken care of, okay? People are watching you. I'm not watching you yet. That'll be funny though. But yeah. Take care. Captain out. Chila's out. You already know. Peace.